What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and we need to talk about BlackBerry stock, which has been seeing some pretty crazy action over the past couple days, as many stocks have. Now, let's take a look at the chart. We have it right here, and we can see that over the past 5 days, just about, we've been seeing a crazy swing from $9.48 to $11.68. Now, this has a lot of people excited because they are thinking that this could be another big pump, the likes of which we've seen, back in the past when we went from $4 to $28. Okay, this could be a big momentum play, and you can see that the chart actually kind of makes it look like a similar pattern to what we've seen in the past, where we have a fairly large green bar right here, and fairly large green bar right here, and these all have in the past led to pretty large pumps. At least that's how the large pumps of the past have started. Now, it's not guaranteed that that's going to happen this time because this is, it's its own pattern. And sometimes we've had green bars that have just been green bars. We're like right here, and it's faded away as interest in the stock has waned. Now, what's interesting about this pump is it is continuing a pattern that it has been following basically for a very long time, where BlackBerry is following the other meme stocks, right? So we can see that in the past, when BlackBerry has been pumping, it's typically been when AMC, oh, whoops, not that. AMC, I don't know what that was. It's typically been when AMC and GameStop have been pumping, right? It's typically followed those pumps. Now, this time is the same, right? Those other stocks are pumping as well. But what's interesting about BlackBerry, and what a lot of people are noticing about it, is that it hasn't had its really massive pump yet. And while $4 to $28 is a pretty big boost in price, that's not even 10x. And if you look at the other huge meme stocks like AMC, you can see AMC went from $1.91 to $72. So that's more than a 30x increase, okay? BlackBerry hasn't even had a 10x increase. Now, if you look at GameStop, it went from $4.88 to $483, and that's almost a 100 times increase in stock price. So BlackBerry really hasn't had the same pump that the other ones have. Now, there is a reason for this, right? If you look at the short float, BlackBerry's short float is 6.6%. That's not very high, right? Not many people are shorting BlackBerry. And, potentially that's because it hasn't had such a drastic rise in stock price, right? This is still, I don't necessarily want to say reasonable from a fundamental level, but it is still not like too drastically high that traders and institutions are expecting it to drop a ton, right? AMC and GameStop, if we look at AMC, if we look at their short percentage, it's 18% right here. And that kind of lines up with what we're seeing on the chart, right? It was at $1.91, and right now it's at $45. So there is potentially a lot of profit to be made if this thing drops back to its previous levels, or even somewhere close to those on the short side, right? There's a lot of profit there. And with GameStop as well, we can see GameStop has a much higher short float, about double what BlackBerry has at almost 12% right here, 11.99. And that definitely lines up with the GameStop chart, where it is currently sitting at 211, and earlier this year it was at $4.88. So there is quite a bit of profit to be made on the short side if this thing starts dropping and goes back towards the lower levels that it was at previously this year. So that's why less institutions are likely shorting BlackBerry, right? Because we're at $11, and yeah, earlier this year it was at $4. So hey, maybe it goes back to $6, and you make some profit with that. But the other stocks have much farther to fall in relation to their prior stock prices. Now, what's interesting about BlackBerry, right, is that they haven't had their big pump. So potentially, what we've seen with AMC, at least, if we look at AMC, we can see that they were at $1.91, and they had this big pump in sympathy with the GameStop pump, right? And we got up to $20. Now, later on, we then pumped up to $72. So if we extrapolate that pattern onto BlackBerry, we can see we had this $4 price, and then we pumped up to $28 at our highs. And potentially we're going to have another pump later on, right? A huge pump that could take us much higher than where we have been, right? We pumped up to 28, so maybe we go to 50 or 70, who knows? Really, these things are based on the momentum of the stock, so there's no telling exactly where it's going to go. There's no set price where it would really make a ton of sense for this stock to go. However, if there is a lot of momentum behind it, and if it becomes a main focus instead of more of a sideline character, there is the real potential for it to pump up much higher than it currently is. And it looks like we could be in the beginning of that, okay? We are pumping up quite a bit, over 10% yesterday, I believe. And, potentially this is going to lead to another big pump in BlackBerry stock price. We'll really have to be watching. What you have to watch out for is GameStop and AMC, okay? If these things keep pumping, then BlackBerry will likely be pumping alongside them. And that's what you're going to have to watch out for in the future. So that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, then feel free to subscribe. No pressure to if you don't want to, but if you enjoy it, then I would greatly appreciate seeing you guys in the comment section again and again. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.